Black is back, all in, we're gonna win, check it out.
Yeah, yo, come on.
Here we go again.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Another episode of Collins House PC.
And PC stands for pain and comfort. That's what it stands for. Pain and comfort.
All right, well, we got pain and comfort. Well, that's something we're going to need to discuss anyway, because today's subject is going to be a deep subject, y'all. And we're going to be talking about us killing each other. Us, the black people, whether it be the black man against the black man, the black woman against the black man, a black woman against the black woman. Whatever it is, it's black on black destruction that we got going on. My cousin, man, he going through it, and I'm tired of seeing it on the streets. So it's crazy. But drop your liners, cuz.
I so far have not only known, but it just keeps going on. It's like a generation on top of generation. That black people, fuck everybody else. We're gonna talk about black people. How we just keep beating ourselves, and then use the excuse of what we went through.
Yeah.
Keep beating ourselves, man. I mean, literally, if it's not physically, it's mentally. Beating ourselves. You got women out here, black women, that had their hot black girl summer back in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. Got a kid. And like, they're gonna raise the kid. That ain't a problem. But now they got the kid believing that this man is your daddy, when there's 3 or 4 other niggas that could have been a daddy. And because of what she thinks and what she believes and what she feels, I'm the mama, that's just my job. They my kid. Don't look at what the kid go through. Just look at themselves.
Right.
Talk about now, this young girl, young boy, 29, almost 30 years old, got to be on parenting court, trying to figure out who their real daddy is. And the power is in front of the mama the whole entire time. Man, I'm sitting here looking at this stuff, man. I'm looking at it. I know I need to get off TV, man, because TV, you think drinking make you depressed? Nigga, look at some of these shows. It's like the truth is coming out, but god damn it, though. So fucking depressing.
Have you seen that? It was because I really believe a lot of our problems is discrimination, and I didn't believe it until I saw this this one documentary called Classroom Divided, where this white teacher took these children, these 3rd graders. Me and my wife just looked at it, and she separated the class into blue eyes and brown eyes, and she really gave showed how discrimination could really hurt people. And she did the discrimination against the kids, and she did it with the adults. After she did the exercise with the kids all joined in together and hugged each other. But when she did the exercise with the adults still wanted to bring in their mentality of what they experienced in regards to discrimination. But I mean, if you think about us, man, when you go back to our ancestors, we still got in our heads the slave master pulling our kids from us, and then DPS, DCS, whatever the hell the Children's Child Protection Agency is, pulling our kids from. It's still the same thing going on today. It's just now they got laws to say, oh, we can legally do it because this is what it is. Well, you know what? Now that you say that, that's something that I've always noticed too. Is women like what is that? Like you said, when women see a woman with a white man, they celebrate it. They're like, oh yeah, girl, you doing better. You got you a better man. You didn't have to deal with this bullshit. But then when they see a black man with a white woman, that sap ass nigga simp. He's sorry. Probably ain't no good. Probably got a little peeny dick like that.
Yeah. He can't deal with a strong black woman. That's why he went over there with them white bitches. He can't deal with a strong woman.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. You're a man just like I'm a man. Your wife strong. She bench pressing 250 pounds, nigga. You see her out there with you in the car, like pulling alternators out the engine. You still want to be married to a nigga? You got a strong woman. When I hear strong woman, that's what I expect you to do. I expect you to help me lift a sofa out the front door, twist it, turn it, everything that nature. You're supposed to be out there with me. Yeah, go ahead.
You forgot who you talking to. I think women that work on cars are sexy.
I mean, but I'm talking about when I say a strong black woman, it's like, all right, yeah, a woman working on a car is sexy. But when I say strong black woman, it's like,
what you saying,
though? Need you. She don't need you. Like, she got her own car lot and everything. She work on these cars by her damn self. The vision in my head is a big black woman with like a real short curl.
Like Oprah?
Yeah, with muscles, like cut muscles, nigga. Like her sleeves are rolled up to her shoulders, like that type of muscles. And she smoke a black and mild and be in the engine at the same time. The smoke in her eyes and don't even fuck with her. It's like
Smoking a black and mild. Oh no. You know what though? I'm starting to think about this discrimination thing because this discrimination is really been a burden on us. I mean, everybody want to talk about what happened to the Jews and the Mexicans and all these other ones, but when it comes to the blacks, man, we've been discriminated against so long that we don't even know how it feels. Everybody act and you want to ask, why we have attitudes and why we act the way we act. Well, if somebody's always taking something away from you, if they send these fucking watchdogs in here to you to come in and beat you up with billy clubs, and they send these wannabe politicians in here who don't know nothing about being black. Half the
mm-mm.
black politicians we had coming here ain't never been from LA, and they don't understand what it is to be black in LA. You can't help us. All you're gonna do is suppress us the same way everybody else is, because you're gonna look at us and say, they could do better, they can make it, they can, but it's like, no, we're being discriminated against constantly. And what happens is, as a black man, we frustrated when we come home to our woman.
Yeah,
Now with our woman being discriminated against, she's frustrated when you walk through the door. So now you got two frustrated mother people inside of the house trying to do what they call so-called communicating, but and if anything, we're arguing about
yeah,
nothing, because I'm mad. If I'm the man coming from outside, I'm mad about what I've been discriminated against out here, and when she come in, she's mad about what she's been discriminated against, and we don't come together to talk about that. We come together with anger and passion, and
mm-hmm.
there's no communication there. And a lot of times, that's one of the things I believe is destroying a lot of our relationships, is that we can't communicate because shit, we too busy trying to fight the damn world, and then come home and trying to fight with our spouse.
And I would go on top of what you're saying. Look at what we got now. Back in the 60s and 70s, there was no internet, cable, and shit like that. You probably see
Mm-mm.
a nighttime TV or whatever and like had a good laugh or whatever, or a movie. But 9 times out of 10, man, it was us against the world. Now
Always.
we're living right now. Nigga, your wife go to work, she being discriminated. She looking at Facebook, Instagram, looking at that shit and seeing everybody else having a good life. Now she's the one taking this bullshit from everybody. And then
Mm-hmm.
she try to, all right, I'm gonna get away and get some entertainment. I'm looking at everybody else living a good goddamn life. And then I come home, here's my husband. Man, do you know what the fuck I've been through? Now, vice versa, you doing the same thing. You're on the
Mm-hmm.
computer, you're doing this, you're doing that, being discriminated, not only by just the world, we're talking about being discriminated by black women, white
And
women,
black men.
and black men. So we got more on us. A black woman can walk down the street, black man's gonna try to holler one way or another. Your wife's gonna have plenty of niggas try to holler at her one way or another. If
Oh
they
yes.
ain't holler just like verbally, they flirting, they do whatever. If they open the door for her, help them with the groceries, this, man, and this, like that on your boy Chris Rock said, they was offering dick. They say, morning, Miss Collins, offering dick. Hey, Miss Collins, that's a nice car you got, offering dick. Hey, Miss Collins, that perfume smells real good, offering dick. She get offered dick at least once or twice every week for her
A day.
whole life.
Yeah.
Nigga, when we get offered some pussy, trust and believe that bitch is setting us up. No if and buts about it. She's setting us up. Again, because this is a good one. It needs to be said over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
For our black brothers, mainly our black brothers. Let's be honest, man. You read the Bible, you know about the Bible. If the Bible is true, like it says, wouldn't the first person that God created was black? Had to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no there's the if you look at Africa, Africa is the only continent that's actually connected to the core of the earth. Every other continent, you can take a sub, you can take a submarine and go right up under the continent. Europe, you go right up under it. The Americas, you can go right up under it, but Africa, you can't. Africa,
Mm,
the whole piece goes down to the soil and down to the core of the earth. So that
mm,
right there is proof enough. It's like, hey, God is going, that core, this is the connection. Everything else is connected to Mother Africa. So the beginning started here in Africa. And there's no way in the world that no white man is gonna come from Africa. It just don't make any sense because of the tropical. And then again, too, red clay. How the hell you get a white man out of red clay? When I look at my skin, I'm more closer to red. You're looking at you right now. your skin is closer to red
Hmm.
than it is anything else. So we're talking about red clay, and the red clay I see in Alabama, it looked like our skin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when they start
I don't.
talking, hmm,
How the fuck did Alabama get red clay? Like
because
somebody.
it was connected to Africa.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say somebody from the slave ship should have brought that bitch. That's what I'm thinking. They brought that shit in droves and like just left it there. I've seen that red clay, and you touching everything is real soft and stuff like that. You can imagine how God just took that and made man.
Yeah, but that shit, I went down in our property down in Alabama and got that
Hmm.
shit on my truck, bruh. I took the power washer, wouldn't come off. I
Yep,
drove from Alabama all the way to California, and that shit was still on my truck. I
yep,
had to get
yep.
up under there and scrape that stuff off. So when you think about like God formed, it's like I see, but okay, going back to it too, the original landmass was called Tangia
Okay.
before we had all of this. So when the first piece of landmass was together before Noah was Tangia, and all of the land was together, and then something happened where all of the land masses split apart, and nobody knows what time frame that was, and then we have the continents that we have today. But if you take all the Hawaii, Europe, all of them, and start putting them all back together like puzzle pieces, you
Hmm.
actually will be able to put the landmass back together again.
I have seen that before. One time I have. I've seen that before, and I never really took it seriously. But I know I've seen it. Like they put everything together,
Hmm.
and then they showed it little by little how everything is spread it apart.
Yep.
You can put me on something like, but Africa, the continent of Africa, is the only one that's still attached to the core of this earth.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it makes you kind of think like why they let Africa be a continent and not a country. And I'm listening to the story about this white girl and these white people on a boat, and they caught this turtle. This turtle had like a straw or something stuck in his nose. And
I
they're
saw
showing
that.
the video of how they pulling this thing out, and you can tell the turtle just screaming, hollering. He's like, this shit hurts so bad. And they finally got it out. And I'm telling you, man, this is like they was on a crusade to clean our waters of plastics. Now, if I'm not mistaken, slavery was before plastics. I I might be wrong. I mean, it could have been a slave master that, they had some plastic cups and shit. It could have been. But I think I know a little bit to say black people, slavery, Jim Crow, and all that shit was way before plastics. But we're going to make a campaign across the world to clean up these plastics. Where I was going downtown, going to restaurants, and they got like paper straws and shit like that, shit for you to use now. They're trying to get rid of plastics.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers don't want to give black people the reparations that our president stated we're supposed to have.
Hmm.
That's how low they look at us. And nobody want to admit it except us. We admit it, we see it, and man, we try to tell our kids, hey, this is how it is. But you got society, you got the world, you got the media, everybody else. No, it's pretty good. Everything's good.
So
Everything's good.
because that's from there. I had a teacher. She said a lot of times people put on, how you have your glasses on. You put your glasses
Mm-hmm.
on, and she'll say, "Hey, everybody got their prescription glasses on." She said, "Now take those glasses off, grab you another pair, and put those glasses on." Because a lot of times what we do is when we put these glasses on that we used to, we're only gonna see what we used to seeing. When you put on a different pair of glasses, you'll start seeing life from a whole different perspective.